Everybody, and welcome back to Pinhook Outdoors. It's a wonderfully spooky fall morning, a few days before Halloween here. Actually playing a little bit of hooky from work today. So it's going to be a nice day out here, high of 60, very overcast, a front moving in tomorrow. So I'm going to try and get on some walleye here. I'm not an expert walleye fisherman by any means, but I figured out a few things that work for them around here, at least when the cold weather hits, or cooler weather hits, I should say. It's not exactly cold yet. A bit chilly this morning, but it's getting up to 60 like I said, so it won't be too bad. So we're gonna go out there and we're gonna try and get into a few toothy critters. And I mean, I'll take a great day of bass fishing too. I've also brought a cat rod with me in case catching a little crappie or anything. Might try throwing those out there, see if we can get a late season flathead or something. So all in all, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna keep it spooky, we're gonna hopefully trick and treat these fish. And yeah, stay tuned, we'll see what we get. So here's where I'm starting today's journey. River's low enough for me to get out on these rocks and kind of walk across. The real deep area is over there. I mean, this is still all pretty good water right here, but this side gets hit real hard by fishermen. A lot of people that don't throw anything back either. So my goal is to get about halfway to 3/4 of the way across and fish over there. Typically deeper. That's where most of the big fish I've seen come from down here come from. And that includes walleye, but bass and catfish too. So gonna try and make my way across there and see if I can set up on something, and I'll check back in. Well guys, I hate to say this, but I'm not as young and dumb as I used to be. So this right here, water's too cold for me to be trying to get wet, and I have a feeling if I tried to cross that right there, I'd be in a world of hurt all day, just freezing to death. So I didn't make it very far, as you can see, but I'm gonna try and fish this area, give it a little bit. Luckily I have live bait, so any finicky or highly pressured fish are pretty likely to hit some live bait as opposed to something artificial. So, but first I'm gonna try this Vic Coomer out, see if I can get something artificial. I know over here even it's still, you know, 12 to 15 feet deep pretty regularly. So it's not like I'm fishing real shallow or anything. This is just the, I guess, shallower side, if you want to call it that. And gets a lot of pressure. So, but still great habitat. There should still be some fish over here. Just not exactly the spot out here I was trying to target. But we're gonna give her a try. I've already seen some bait fish moving around down here, so stuff's active. Just wait for that big walleye thump. Or, well, really anything. I'm not gonna be too picky today. There's a lot of bait fish activity. Got a couple other spots in mind in case this doesn't work out. Water's so low though that it makes picking spots kind of hard right now. So I'm trying to find deep oxygenated water, which is what we got here. There's more bait fish activity out there. Even if I don't get my target species of walleye today, I have a feeling I'll get into some bass and catfish, which is still all right by me. Try some more of that stuff later on. Let's get this live bait going. As per usual, 1/4 inch jig head. I'm trying white. I'm gonna start with white today, but I got a variety of colors. I got chartreuse, I got like a lime green, and I got some pink. I wish I had some purple, but it's kind of hard finding purple jig heads around here. Purple just seems to be a good color for me, which I'd never really experimented much with that color until the last couple of years. I know the smallmouth for sure love it around here. So yeah. Got our minnow on the jig head there. Ready to catch us a big old fish of some sort. At least I hope so. Just caught a little rock bass on the jig and minnow. So, oops. Got his headpiece here. Got a few chunks of bait now. Caught my my biggest flathead of the year on cut rock bass, so maybe we'll repeat that today. 8/0 circle hook, 4-ounce no roll, 40-pound mono leader, 65-pound braid mainline. We're gonna try and hit right out the tail end of that current seam there. I'm gonna try and get this thing as far as I can. That's not good. That's too close to the rocks. I'll be right up in them. Reel as fast and high as you can down here. Try and get it out a little bit further away from the rocks. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Something's hitting the cut bait. That wasn't a bad thump either. Oh yeah. That's not a bad hit. A little cold for turtles, so I don't think I have to worry about that right now. But that seemed more channel cat-like than anything. But I got the whole day. If it's not happening here, no point in staying here the whole time. Ooh, that's nice, whatever it is. That's a nice smallmouth. I'll take that. He ain't a giant, but that'll do. Maybe probably 12-incher. He felt bigger in that current. Switched back over to the jig and minnow. Hooked into a pretty nice smallmouth here, I believe. Oh, get off that stuff. That ain't a bad one. That ain't a bad one. Looks like he's got some other line attached to him. Come here, buddy. Let's see what you got going on. Yeah, he swallowed whatever they were using. Some real heavy stuff. Oh, they got a steel leader on there. And too bad I can't help you out, bud. Still feeding all right, though. He's using a steel leader down here. I mean, there are token muskie down here, and of course the walleye, but this steel leader's a little bit overkill. Good luck. Try here for a few more. So I got that one. Wasn't a bad one. I keep saying I'm gonna move, which it's about 10:30 now. I've been down here for about 2 hours. Done okay, but nothing too exciting. I wanted to give that cut bait a little more time out there. See if there was any chance of a big old catfish showing up, but oh well. Who knows, maybe we'll get some in the next 5-10 minutes. There's spot number 2 for the day. They're doing all sorts of work down here. I'm not sure if they're doing levee work or what this is, but I don't know if I'll get kicked out of here today or not, but we'll give it a try until that happens. I'm gonna throw out a piece of cut rock bass here. Never catfished this spot before, but I assume it's promising. It's deep. And there's plenty of cover down here with all these rocks. So we'll find out if there's any kitties hanging around. Meantime, I'll definitely be going jig and minnow as well. Yeah, see the mixing of the water there? That mud line? The cloudier stuff's the main river. The clear stuff's out of the discharge up the way. I think the fish should be hanging all over that mud line. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, that's nice too, whatever it is. That is a good fish. That thumped it like a walleye too. That's a good fish. Oh, it's a big drum. Man, he hammered it like a walleye would. Just felt that thump. All right, I'll take that. Different species. And he's got some size to him. All right, come on, bud. Come on. There we go. Get you up here and get a picture of you. You ain't bad size. Biggest thing yet today. Come on. They do have some little teethy things that I've never noticed before. There we go. Let's get a picture of you and let you go. You get to go home. Goodbye. Right on that mud line. Maybe there's a bunch of them that size out there. I can see sitting here and catching those and having some fun. I had a guy one time who's real familiar with walleye fishing. He's real good at it. Tell me that if you're catching drum, you're in the right spot to catch walleye too. I mean, I know they kind of like the same stuff, but when there's drum in the area, the walleye typically aren't too far away. So hopefully that's a good sign. Oh, that was another nice fish. I'll have to move the bucket over here. I'll keep walking back and forth. Ooh. Something's hit my clicker. Ooh. Come on. I think there's just a ton of fish here, guys. This could be fun. I want this thing to just tear off with it. Let him do his thing. I know I've done videos here before. Typically don't do it until a little bit later when it cools off even more. Never done it when it's been this low. But I can tell you right now, this has built up so much right here. Sand and gravel bar used to be way back there. And now it's way built up. There's more trees exposed here right now. I threw a piece of cut rock bass out right there where the current's pushing into that log. Didn't seem real deep, but this still seems nice and deep here. So I'm gonna give it a try. Almost seems like eventually this will come all the way across. I know it won't because this water's always gonna be pushing out of here, but pretty wild how it changes year to year. I've been coming down this spot probably for 6-7 years now, and it has gradually changed fairly drastically. No, I shouldn't say gradual and drastically in the same sentence. It's kind of stupid, but for a while it was kind of a gradual change. The last 2 years this has really built up. Pretty wild to watch this. Hopefully there's some fish up in here today. Obviously people have been fishing it real hard. I like it here in the wintertime because this definitely is warmer water that comes out of here. So when it's still kind of warm out, I don't know how good it is. So, but we'll find out. Oh, that wasn't a bad smallmouth. Dang it. Too busy trying to fool around with the camera, and that's what I get. I fumbled minnows left and right today. There's a reason I don't play football. Let's see if we can get a couple more. Just about out of battery on the camera too, so I'm sure I'll hook something huge and it'll die. It's about a guarantee that I'll catch something good the second the camera's dead. Figured I'd sit down because of how clear the water is. Try not to spook anything big. Ooh. It feels decent. It's a big white bass. All right. Not a bad one. Usually tons of you guys down here. Yeah, he's not real big, but solid size. Oh, there we go. That feels bigger too. What do we have? Oh, nice smallmouth. Hell of an aerial show. All right. Hey, my camera's still on. It's a little more like it. Whew. Ain't huge, but man, he thought he was a 3-pound. Whew. He crammed it. Then that aerial show is pretty sweet. All right, not bad. Didn't get the release on camera, but he's back out there swimming. Got just about everything packed up to go, but I still have a handful of minnows left here, and there are just a ton of fish sitting right here, so I just threw one there and had a really nice bite. There's one. And that's a decent fish. Wait. Oh man, that's a nice smallie. It's a real nice one, and I'm glad I tried this. Woo! There we go. Yeah. There we go. That's more what we're talking about. Glad it held on for a couple more. I should be able to get that out of there. That's a nice one. So that one goes 2.5. Maybe that did touch your gill a little too much, so hopefully you're okay. You choked it. There she goes. This looks like she'll be all right. Let's see if we can get a couple more like that before we got a scat. It's all sitting right in here. Oh man, crushed it. I'm not even doing anything, I'm just letting it sit. Another decent fish. Oh man. Really nice smallmouth. I'm on to something. They're all just stacked right there. That's a pretty one. Pretty interesting little spots and stuff all over. Get you back. Yep. Last one. You gave up too. You didn't even try and swim away from me. You knew it was your time. And yea, let there be a big fish that come and eat you. Only a biggin, no little ones. Hey, I don't feel bad. Alright, there are just a load of smallmouth there, guys. And they're not bad size. Like I said, I wish I'd have figured this out earlier. Looks a lot like one I caught earlier, though. It's got that weird scar on the side. Could be the same one, who knows. Pretty. Alright. Packing her up, heading out of here.